Hey everyone, my name is Stephanie McPhail. I am the expert in helping women break the cycle of toxic relationships and teach the tools on how to create the life of their dreams. I want to start out this video by first sharing that we're still looking for 10 women who are tired of trying to figure out how to create healthy relationships on their own, want to break the cycle and get the specific tools in order to create their best lives. So if that is you, please comment the word change in the comments and someone on my team will reach out to you. So again, 10 people, that offer ends actually on Friday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Comment the word change if you would like us to reach out to you and tell you more about that special. So hello, what's up, Lisa? Good to see you again. Hello, all of you who are coming on and will watch this as a replay. I wanted to talk today about why people get stuck. The reasons why, the most common reasons that I hear of why people get stuck, why they don't take action. They might know something is wrong, but they don't actually take any action. And for those of you who are tuning in, you've probably seen yourself in some of the questions that I asked. So I want to go through it with you and feel free to ask any questions. This will take about 10 minutes or so please stick around till the end. So one of the first things that I hear when I talk to people about why they're feeling stuck is one of the things they say is, well, I feel like I'm too old. I feel like it's too late for me. I don't know if that resonates for anyone that's watching right now. But I've heard people in their 30s say that. I've heard people in their 40s say it. I've heard people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s say that. So at any age, I've heard people say they can't change because they're too old. Now, when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, I thought, you know what? Might as well just deal with this. I'm getting older. So I was someone like that too. I kept thinking I'm never going to find anybody. I'm going to be too old. I'm not going to be able to have my family. All of those things that probably a lot of you were thinking, I was thinking those things too. But the thing was, I started to count off on my birthdays. How do I feel? How do I feel right now? And I want you to think about that. Think about your last birthday. Maybe you have another birthday coming up, but think about your last birthday or the birthday before that. How many times have you said, you know what, it's too late for me, I'm too old? How many years of saying that? Now, of course, if the first time you thought that you would have taken action, imagine where you would be now, right? So whatever age you're at, you can give yourself the reason that you're not taking action because you're too old. But remember, unless something terrible happens, you're going to keep getting older. And then what else do you miss out on? What else do you not get to do if you don't take action now? So the new memories, the possible healthy relationship, getting to find out who you are, all of those other things come up if we don't take action now. So the first one about being too old, think about, because a lot of times we need to just think about, why am I saying this to myself? Why is this happening? So number one, too old, right? Number two, I can't change. I can't change. All I've ever known is unhealthy relationships. That's all I've ever experienced. I don't really know what to do. Now, the interesting thing with this one is that if we feel like we can't change and we do nothing, we're 100% right. We can't change with the same tools that we've used in the past. If we keep trying the same thing over and over again, we're going to have the same results. So to say we can't change is another thing from fear. We're thinking we're not capable, we're not able, we don't know. But the reality is, if we don't have the actual tools and steps that we need to take, then we're definitely not going to be able to make change. So we get stuck there. So that's another mindset thought. Number three, I still might want it to work. You might be in a marriage for however long you're in, a relationship for however long you're in, and you're still hoping, hey, you know what? If I just change this little piece of me, then maybe it will work. Maybe if I read another book, maybe if I stop speaking my mind, maybe if I have the house clean, maybe if I do what he asks, maybe I will do the things that will make him change and our relationship better. I don't know if that resonates for anybody with you, but that was another thing that I would tell myself. I wanted it to change. I didn't want to get a divorce. I didn't want to be someone who got a divorce. I wanted to be someone who stuck around and made sure I was there for my partner. I could see the damage that he had experienced, and I didn't want to let him down. I wanted him to see that it was possible to have a healthy relationship and that we could have it for ourselves. But the problem with that is that I was the only one who was trying. He was reaping the benefits of me trying, and he wasn't doing anything to make it better. He just kept blaming me, and I kept blaming him for not taking action, for not doing anything. So that's another big reason why people get stuck. Another reason, let's see, we're on number 4. Afraid of being alone. Afraid of being alone. So now, wherever you're at, whether you've already left the relationship or you're still in the relationship, how have you felt sitting next to that person that you're in a relationship with? Have you felt like they understood you? Are you inspired by them? Do you feel motivated to go on fun adventures and do fun things with them? Do you want to share with them your deepest, darkest thoughts? What is it what's going on in that relationship? Because from my experience, some of the most alone that I ever felt was sitting next to my husband. When I was married to my first husband, sitting next to him, I remember watching television and thinking, I don't even know what to talk to this man about. Because all I could think about was how hurt I was, how frustrated I was, how let down I was, that all the things I thought were going to happen in the relationship weren't actually happening. And I didn't feel like I could talk to him because if I told him something, it would probably get thrown back in my face. I couldn't be vulnerable with him. Well, what kind of lonely feeling is that? And then I would think, oh my gosh, how long is this going to be for? What's going to happen? It's going to be my whole life where I just feel so alone in this relationship. Being alone outside of a relationship is a very different beast than being alone in a relationship. Because when you're alone outside of the relationship, then you get to choose what you're going to do with that alone time. And like when we work with clients, we make sure the clients fill up their buckets with all sorts of wonderful, exciting things that they get to experience. So being alone becomes kind of exciting. In fact, when I was alone and finally enjoyed my own company and was no longer afraid of being alone, I was so happy to be alone that the only people I would allow in my life were people that were adding to my life. I no longer was coming from a place of need. I was coming from a place of abundance, of filling up my own cup, so that when other people came in, it was like, are you going to add to my life or take away? If you're going to take away, the door's that way. And that was genuinely how I felt. So the relationships that I started to have were much healthier, were much more in-depth, were much more inspiring. So that fear of being alone, think about how long you felt alone and how you want to feel. And feel like when you're with someone that you really feel heard and understood and supported. The next one, people don't change or leave toxic relationships because of children. It's one of the things I would hear my mom say when she would fight with my dad. It's one of the things I hear clients say all the time. I don't want to leave because of the children. Now, here's the part that is really scary. For whatever reason, the relationship is not working out. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of arguing. We can say to the children, hey, kids, this is not how our relationship should be. This is not how I want you to live. I hope that you never do anything like this. But kids don't learn from that. Kids learn from what you do. So the longer you stay in a toxic relationship, the longer they see mommy putting up with someone treating them badly, the longer they see someone fighting and screaming and yelling and putting someone down, if there's physical violence, the longer they see that, the more it becomes normal for them. So now those children will learn for themselves how to be in their relationships. So if you don't decide to create change for yourself, all you're doing now is putting off the need to change on your children, because now they're the ones who are going to have to decide to get therapy and coaching and a team to create a new life. They're going to have to learn a new way of being if we don't do that first. So all we do is we take that burden of change and we put it on somebody else. And what does that do for us? We still have to live. We still have to live with that. We still have to live with that discomfort of dealing with that every single day, worrying about the children, worrying about if there's going to be a fight, worrying about all of those things. And if you're staying with the, for the children, and it's really because of money, well, there's other options to think about with that too. Staying there because of money, because you want to provide for your children, the children want you to be happy and to feel good. That's what they need to see, to feel that support and to feel safe in their environment, not be worried about their parents fighting all the time. That's not what they need to be worried about. They need to be worried about figuring out life and figuring out other things. The last one, it can't get any better. If all we've experienced in our lives is toxic relationships, then a lot of us are not going to think it's going to get any better. This is the best I can get. I might as well deal with this. Everybody has relationships that they need to work on. Everyone's got the crap they have to deal with. Can I deal with this to just not be lonely? Can I deal with this because this person is showing me or telling me that they love me, even though they're not showing it to me? I don't feel loved. I don't feel inspired. I don't feel excited to see this person, but this is the best I can do. So a lot of us will stay stuck in that cycle of, hey, this is the best I can get. I can't get any better than this. I might as well try to make this work. And I was stuck in that loop as well. So here's the thing. What is the big change for all of this? The mindset. If we don't believe that things can get better for us, we will not take action on creating something better for us. And you see how we get stuck there. Hey, things are tough. I've never seen any better. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to stay stuck and I'm going to keep being upset and using up all my energy, being frustrated and isolated and ashamed and feeling guilty, et cetera, et cetera. So the more that we feel that we can make a change, then the more those things can happen. Because any of those examples that I gave you, it takes doing one thing different, making one different choice than what you're making now. And a lot of you might be saying, well, what is that choice? It's different for all of us. What if you were able to take the guesswork out, where you didn't have to guess what that change is, where you didn't have to question what I had to do next? What if you had the complete roadmap to show you how to create a healthy relationship? What if you had the roadmap of how to fill your own cup, feel good about who you are, and fix that picker outer that's broken? Because if you're like me, I was really good at choosing bad relationships. Well, guess what? If I didn't get the right help, I was going to keep being really good at choosing bad relationships because I didn't know any better because I had never learned any different. So if you're one of those people who says, you know what, I want to take the guesswork out, I'd like help in figuring out how to create a healthy relationship, let me just tell you that we still have the possibility we're looking for 10 women who are looking to create their healthy relationship, who would like to take the guesswork out, who would like the specific tools and support from experts to help guide them and allow them to see what a healthy relationship looks like, and then help them create that for themselves. If that is you, please comment the word change in the comments, and either myself or someone from our team will reach out to you directly, and let's talk. And let's figure out what the specific tools are that you need and what kind of support that you need to really create the life of your dreams. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.